Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. I'm your co-host Sam Weiss, and this is... Hey, who are you, dude? Sergeant Pissbucket? Jackson Hartman, and we're doing a special podcast at 12:32 in the morning. We're having a sleepover. This probably won't be posted. This probably won't be posted now. It'll be posted in the morning hours when people are late. But it's 12:32 a.m. and I'm going to show them some visual fact proof with this phone.
Hey.
It is 12:33. Oh, you can't even see because it's too dark.
We're friends, guys.
So it's 12:33 a.m. and
Sam, turn around for me.
It could be p.m. but
Sam, turn around. This guy's underwear is hanging out.
Oopsie doopsie. Anyway, so
it's
you know how you feel when you're having a sleepover with a friend and it's like late,
and then you stay up until like 1 a.m. and just everything.
You
is
feel
funny.
everything's ready. You're like, and you're like, oh my god. You feel hot. Let's put it that way.
How do you know how it feels to be hot?
I don't. I'm just I watch Seth Rogen movies. So what are you gonna do? Okay, let's talk. Bro, we watched A Nightmare on Elm Street. I didn't really like it, and so did he, I guess. We did a review.
Sam, we can't talk about it normally. It's got to be just special. We gotta be like high the whole thing.
You do. Okay.
Seriously though, if you stay up late, I've been up for
Is it late you stayed up?
I've been up for 18 hours.
He came over at 4, now it's 12. What is that like?
I don't know.
8.5 hours.
I've been awake today for 18 and a half hours.
What's your goal?
1 a.m. at the minimum.
My goal, I'm not even tired. I'll do it.
So I'll just pull an all-nighter.
Yeah. I mean, probably
So,
an all-nighter, but I'll do like 3 to
all-nighter.
5, and then I'll probably get only bare minimum 5 hours of sleep. But what are you gonna do? We're in our comfy positions. We read a little, and Nightmare on Elm Street, pass. I gave it. We both did Rotten Tomato reviews, and we both gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars, which is it's good. I recommend it. Pretty much, I believe it's 1 to 1.5, or 1 to 1.
1/2 to 1.5, 1/2 of a star, half a star to 1.5 star
is
rotten.
Oof rotten. 2 stars to
3.5 is good. I recommend it.
No. 2 to 3, 2 stars to 3 stars is meh. 3.5 is it's good. I recommend it. 4 and 4.5 is awesome, and 5 is so fresh, absolute must see. I didn't really like it. I know it's a classic. It's tight 91 minutes, but I just didn't really like it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it should have deserved at such a reputation.
Yeah, it got 94 by the critics and 84 by the audience,
and it's kind of confusing too.
It is pretty confusing. I didn't really like it. It didn't have the horror aspect I wanted, and I feel like we did not get as much Freddy as we wanted.
No, not at all.
And it was scuffed. It was scuffed. And when she was in the bathroom and Freddy was like, I mean, what the heck? Freddy got lucky.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. Freddy got lucky.
If you want to turn the camera around, but why do that? We're watching The Big Bang Theory.
Season 2, episode 19, the dead hooker juxtaposition. We did some research, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for saying this. But subscribe, hit that notification bell. Anyway, so yeah, this is kind of sauce, but the dead hooker, it's a dead hooker. Juxtaposition is put two together, a sex position. So it's a dead hooker in a sex position. I'm just pointing
It's
out.
a midnight
The dead
podcast.
hooker
Nobody
juxtaposition.
cares.
Dead hooker in a sex position. What can I say? I'm a man of pride. But what kind of pride? I don't know. I really don't at this point.
Yeah.
We were gonna watch I Know What You Did Last Summer, but we were like, pass. I was like that. So now we've watched a billion episodes of Big Bang Theory. But seriously, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. This is the 7th episode of Big Bang Theory we watched. That's 7 times, about 20, I guess, in the episodes. What's 7 times 20? 140?
420.
Which is 2 hours and 20 minutes of the Big Bang Theory.
Why is 420 such a funny number?
It's Hitler's birthday.
His birthday.
Which is sad. That people
4 to the 2 to the 0 to the 6 to the 9.
Yeah, that's Jesse picked. Well, that's not. It kind of came from Breaking Bad, but I made up most of it. He says 5 to the 7 to the 3 to the ABQ, leave it at home, biatch, beep. But like, it's like, I made up some of it. I don't know.
4 to 2 to 0 to 6 to 9.
To the C to the leave it at home, biatch, beep. Oh, bro, Penny's so basic. She's like, guys, I can't do it. She's like, and you know what's scuffed? Girls in movies, not all girls, I don't know if this here, but in like these freaking 80s movies and horror movies, they're like running around. They're not like, and I know girls don't go like, oh, or, you know, at least some. I mean, but they're like.
The female tennis players.
They're like, oh. But literally, in the horror movies, they're like, when the killer's coming at them, pretend, you know, a killer.
Hold on.
They're like,
it's not even racist. It's just, in horror movies,
sexist.
White blonde.
Oh.
It's not even racist or sexist. It's just white blonde girls in horror movies seem to run, and the killer always catches up walking. Their running is like crawling, but black girls in movies, it's not even racist. They're like the Flash.
And you know what's scuffed? When they scream, they're like, oh, no, don't get me, Mr. Killer. No. I mean, what can I say? It's truth. I mean, everything. Friday the 13th, which the main character, I guess, is better. But Friday the 13th, this, Scream, all those generic 80s and 90s movies, they're good, but what are you gonna do? And you know what? You know what's great? Well, I was gonna say something to Jackson, but I can't because it's a spoiler of the first 3 Friday the 13th movies. I've only seen the first 4, and I started the 5th.
When?
A while ago. I saw the first 4 and I started the 5th. The 5th was so bad, I just stopped, and now they're all bad.
I don't think it's...
Only 1 was really good. 2 was better.
I don't think it's necessary to go any farther than like 1 and 2.
I mean, 1 was good. 1 was worth your while. 2, sure, and 3 and 4, I just watched them because I had to. But there's like, 10 of them, 11 of them. I wanted to finish the series to be a true horror fan. Because, for instance, I like the Davis Theater, where we live. And during Halloween, there's like this whole big thing. You go at 7 p.m. to watch horror movies. You don't come out until 7 a.m. It's a lineup of like Texas chain. It's like 70s, 80s, and 90s movies. It's
yeah, you told me about that.
That would be a fun thing to do.
It would be.
It would be fun.
But how would you convince your parents to do that? Pull an all-nighter plus watching horror movies the entire time.
I hate everything. Yes, it's on Halloween. You skip school the next day, right? Well, I'm not kidding. I mean, sometimes my parents like maybe a few days, maybe 3 out of the whole school year. They're like, you can just take off, like literally not do anything. But you know, I can't do like the first day or the last day. But I think we do it like every 3 or 4 months, about 3 days, maybe 5. I don't know. It's like just a few days of the school year. I can just say, Mom, Dad, I don't want to see this. I don't want to go to school. I just stay home. And half the time they'll say, no, you gotta go, and then some of the other times they'll just say, shit, what the hell. So maybe that could be that, because it's like a month or 2 in school. It's tough, but it's fun. So yeah, we did make a mukbang earlier, and we actually were filming episode 4, and I believe this is episode 4, and we were filming, this will be episode 5, but we were filming it, guess what? We ended it was like 20-something minutes, didn't load in. It did not load in. So hopefully this one will load it. If not, I don't know. We're going to have to redo episode 4 for the 3rd time, which will be so triggering. But whatever.
Kind of scuffed.
We're doing like tired levels, which is kind of scuffed. I'm at.
Wait, tired levels?
Yeah, I have a 10.
Oh yeah.
Tell the camera. What are you?
Like 4 gazillion negative 12. I don't know.
Which balances out to what? 5 or 6?
Yeah, probably.
Make it 5.5.
Yeah, make it 5 3/4.
So yeah, he's about halfway there. I can't give you an exact estimation, but I'm not tired. I could stay up another few hours.
Seems like
I'm built different. But speaking of which,
he's quite built different.
I'm gonna get a nice good drink.
What time is it?
12:41. 19 minutes until I will allow you to go into the bedroom.
No, I mean on the clock.
Okay, chocolate milk. What do you mean?
How long was it going?
I'm going? Oh.
Why'd you be like
10 minutes.
Ah, dang
You gotta go for at least another
I
5.
get some ice cream.
Ice cream?
Sure.
Only
Or just ice cream at 1 a.m.
Have it after the podcast.
1 a.m. mukbang.
It'll be a reward.
A reward for staying up until 1 a.m. like crazies. I'm
No.
sure my parents have pulled an all-nighter sometime.
Yeah, in college probably. I mean, everyone pulls an all-nighter in college.
Probably.
And I'm excited for college. I watch like college vids on YouTube. I'm really excited for college.
You do realize it's like 6 years away, right? Maybe 7.
I do. I'm excited. How about you? Are you like looking forward to it or not?
I mean, there's upsides and downsides, you know?
Yeah,
The
true. I mean,
upsides,
it's a ton of work.
you're independent, and the downside is you're independent, so...
Yeah, man, you're speaking truth. I mean,
He speaks
It's,
wow.
it's
the
definitely
words of
more
wisdom.
on you, and there's not a lot of classes. It's different than high school. Some could say it's easier, some could say it's harder. To see both sides of the story, it definitely, you only have so many classes a week. You can like pick out your classes
That's right.
and have them all in one day or spread out. But
That's
you only
right.
have
In college, you literally have a lot of downtime, but you're gonna need that downtime to do work.
yeah,
I've
and
heard.
maybe it be sure balances out. And it's tough, but a lot of college students have a YouTube channel. Now, I mean, I watch like Sienna Sandra, Elliot Troy. Sienna goes to Harvard, Elliot goes to Vanderbilt. I watch one dude sometimes. I go to Cornell. I have high hopes. My parents went to Cornell. So
Really?
I'm not saying, yes, they went to Cornell University. Yes. And I'm saying, it's not like if I'm dumb, I won't get in. I'm not dumb, don't worry, guys. Brains.
If you,
But I have a better
when
chance
you,
of getting
when
in.
you grow
Better
up,
chance.
let's say when you grow up, let's say
But
your
the carrots
parents,
is like a blanket.
let's say your
Can I see
parents are
face?
still alive. Could you
Thank you for that.
hire them as your lawyers?
I don't see why not. My dad could probably. Oh my god.
I mean, it
just
might
said
affect
something I
the
was
case that they're.
I mean, my
if you
dad
have
and
a
my
personal
mom could probably
connection.
hire each other, low key. Well, that's where it's tricky. Because think about it
They
this
have
way.
personal connections, and
Yeah.
it's different.
I mean, I guess so do like people on the phone, but that's a little risky. No, probably not. But you never know. That's pretty cool actually. I mean, I guess you know truth that we don't know. But
Right now, it's kind of like that the Big Bang Theory meme. I don't need sleep. I need answers.
Yeah.
When Sheldon's like on the floor, he's like, I don't need sleep. I need answers.
Yeah. I think the latest I've stayed up, I thought I pulled an all-nighter once, like a few times, but my mom was like, no, I can't. You guys went fast asleep.
No.
And you just think you had one, but you didn't. I think like 4:30, I was with my friend Carlton, and we were like playing Jenga or something in Monopoly. And we were up to like 4:30, and then that was cool.
Not bad.
But I'm not sure if I can do it all-nighter. Maybe not. I'm not tired at all. That could change. Let's knock on wood. Yeah, I can't do what we usually do with the camera.
Ah, dang.
Ow! What are you gonna do? I can't. Well, yes, I can. Onto the covers. Pass it on. My teachers watch these videos.
Do they?
Miss Haber. I think Miss Wojcik.
Oh, did.
Miss Haber, Miss Wojcik. Whoop, party, whoop.
Woo, party, woo.
But I know for a fact Miss Haber does. Miss Wojcik saw some of my videos, maybe on a podcast, but she did see the Let's Talk About That, which isn't as, I guess you could say, inappropriate. I mean, this one
Sorry, it's discontinued for now. We're very
We canceled
sorry.
it. I have to make that video soon, actually.
It's canceled, sure, whatever.
This is better anyway.
What was that noise? Was that you?
Chocolate. I felt like third of the day. Well, no, first of the day. I had 2 yesterday, technically, so.
Chocolate milk. I never really had much chocolate milk.
No, it's so. You don't have chocolate.
Yeah, I
You
never
don't have
had
chocolate.
much.
What, you were living under Patrick Starr's freaking rock? In the ocean?
I mean, what if we're all just living under a big rock?
What if the universe as we know it,
We're high.
the
Freaking high.
the galaxy of life is just absorbed by a rock? That really mind boggles me. Sure, we're acting.
What
right?
if
we feel high?
We
But
have,
think about
what if
that.
there's What if there's no meaning to life? What if our meaning is just to be born and die, and the world will just...
Do you think people will be created?
Worlds
like
will just collide, and everything will get absorbed into one black hole until there's nothing left.
But
no light, no time, no space.
No, don't.
Just nothing.
That boggles my mind. It doesn't. My mind doesn't feel.
No time, no space, no concept of time, no concept of space, no concept, no matter, no nothing. It's all just gone.
That's deep, man. That's deep. I mean, think about it. There's nothing.
Bro, that's something that someone would say if they're like high or something.
And you...
Right.
Yeah, it's not a black void. If there's nothing, there's no void.
If there's nothing...
There's no darkness. What could it be? That is what would never be solved. That, ladies and gentlemen...
That is the question. If there's nothing...
How can there be nothing?
How can there be nothing? Like, what would it look like? If there's nothing, what would it look like? Would it look like an empty space that goes on for infinite? But that's still something. You see, our
air is something. For instance, air is made up of.
Hold on. You see, our human brains cannot imagine the concept of true nothing. It's just not wired in our brains. We cannot understand the concept of nothing. We cannot understand.
Remember Mr. Smiley asked us that question, what is nothing? Yeah. Our social studies teacher asked. I did a good answer.
Mr. Smiley's like a philosophy teacher.
Yeah, he's like, take it in the air. It's, oh my god. I mean, what if... How does our universe end? I mean, how can...
What do you mean? Like, everything gets dissolved into
nothing? No. There's like, it's an outer globe, and how does it end? Because
our globe doesn't end, it just loops back around.
You know what I mean? I mean, like, after, like, everything.
So, when there is nothing, is what you're asking what will happen?
No, what I'm saying is, this kid's been crossing up during the podcast. What I'm saying...
I gotta pee again, what the heck?
I'll pause it.
No.
What I'm saying is like, it's
some deep stuff.
What if, like...
It's kind of
what would happen if Earth exploded?
We would all die. Humanity would be lost. All living creatures that inhabited Earth would be lost.
And then where would it go? Where would our ruins go? In space?
They would... I'm not sure. I'm sure I could Google that, because that's an easier question than what is nothing. But I'm sure we could find out. It's like, our ruins just get float off into space. Maybe they collide with other planets, make some more space rubble. But eventually, I'm sure it'll just float in space forever until it dissolves and forms like a new planet or some stardust or something else. You know, if you think about this, since there's no sound in space, a fart is louder than a supernova exploding. Seems like my brain can't comprehend this. Seems like my tiny brain can't comprehend all this information.
It's crazy. How our world is. What if...
This is deep.
What if our oceans... Let's transfer that.
The oceans are land or the land is ocean?
No, I'm interested in the Mariana Trench. It's it's over 11,000 meters. I believe 11,036 to be exact.
Mile.
11,036 meters.
Stop being British, man. Say miles.
It's not miles, bro. Or it is, but no, I'm saying meters because I don't know how many miles. It's 11,036 meters.
This guy's turning.
And do that times like 3.1 feet. What happens when we reach the ocean floor in the Mariana Trench, the deepest point on Earth, as far as we know? Can you dig deeper on the ocean floor and discover something new, or is it impossible?
Yeah.
I think not. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean,
what is under there? We could not get any farther than I'm sure the inside. I'm sure could not get any farther than the layer of the crust, since it's so thick, but at the same time it's as thin as the skin on an apple. But if we were to go any farther, the core of our Earth would literally melt
anything that went inside it. So if we were to dig any deeper than the Mariana Trench, I'm sure it would be extremely hot because if it's that far down. I mean, I'm not sure if it would still be considered the crust layer, but we could definitely dig down, find some new stuff. I'm sure it won't be much different. I'm sure it'll just be magma and iron and nickel and whatever the heck is in the middle.
And there's life. There's life down there.
There's no life in the core of the earth.
I'm saying the Mariana Trench.
The Mariana Trench, yes.
There's microbes. And
there's actual stuff living down there, yes.
If you were to go down there
is
you would explode.
Marine habitat in the Mariana Trench.
There's no marine habitat.
There's a habitat in the Mariana Trench.
Explain.
Things live there.
And by what things do you mean?
I don't know, organisms. I really
yes,
don't
organisms,
know. I'm not a marine
yes,
biologist.
organisms, not like freaking like mammal life and crap.
Yeah, fine. And if you were to get that far down,
it's been done many times.
It has it though, but whatever.
Yes, it has.
I think it's like the water is putting so much pressure on you. It's like the weight of like 10 jumbo jets or whatever.
Make it more down there. It'll kill you. And it's been done before.
It will crush you.
If anything goes wrong, and I really want to go down there, but the fear of dying and not coming back up from there, it's scaring me. What?
Let's not go there tonight.
Why not?
Death, dying, fear of dying. We're all gonna die inevitably.
Honestly, death or no.
Is that gonna be the topic of conversation now? Topic of discussion, death.
Honestly, I fear death. I did. When I was a little younger, by little, I don't mean 5, I don't mean 6, I don't mean 10, I mean a year or 2 ago, when I was maybe 9 or 10, I was like, oh my God, I'm dying, Jesus, death.
He's having like a moral...
Death, what the fry, now what the sheesh, death. Now, I don't want to die, of course, it's still nerve-wracking. But I know when the time comes, in a few decades, now,
everyone has the fear of
like
death.
8 or 9 decades from now, maybe 10, I'm lucky, I'll be ready.
Well, everyone has the fear of death, yeah.
And
I know that eventually you've lived a fulfilling life and you're like, okay, I'm ready to die.
Go.
Yeah.
And some people don't get that. It's their life gone in a minute.
Snap.
Come on.
I'm trying to lighten up the conversation, Sam. It's about death currently. It's about inevitable death. I'm trying to lighten up the conversation.
This is gonna get many views.
Lighten up the mood.
It's gonna get triple digits. I can feel it.
It's gonna get what?
Digits.
Triple digits.
It's okay.
Oh my God! That one video you made. It's like 58 seconds. Guys, I got my braces in. It got like 175 views.
147. Yeah, right. 147. Gosh, man. All right.
So
anyway,
stuffed.
inevitable death.
Back to the topic at hand.
So hand topic. So yeah, I mean, can you come back from death? Like you die, you're dead.
Virtually no.
Like your heart, like I'm gonna revive you and crap when you're like, or just like.
What do you mean
stops.
revive you with?
Your heart can stop for 10 minutes. You can be alive. Your brain functions and get you back to life.
Yeah, but you're not dead. Your heart stops, but you're not dead.
That
you're
right there.
Alive.
That. Oh my God.
Just
guys.
your heart stopped, but you're
Hear
not
me out.
dead. You're
Hear me
still
out. This is dumb. We're not high, but it feels like it because it's 12:57.
Ah, dang it, so close.
What if zombies? Okay, I know I'm Walking Dead and everything, but hear me out here. Your heart stops. Your brain's working. Oh my god. So zombies. I've
so
done.
So someone has a heart attack.
No, hold up. It's the brain thing won't work. I've watched my share of The Walking Dead. It has facts. I've done research. I am interested in zombies.
You've just done research on zombies.
Hear me out, okay? Come on. And the heart stops. Then the brain. If it's fully functioning, no. There's a part of the zombie brain. Zombies, if, for instance, a human, they get their leg chopped off. Oh, crap. A zombie gets its legs and arms chopped off. No pain. You have to get it in the brain, in the head, or like blow it up or something. And at that, it may still come. So, what I'm saying is, what if doctors, as a test, let's say the heart stopped, and I know this is horrible, but let's say for a test, they just someone sat there with their lives or something. They went in the brain and they cut everything out except that one thing that makes zombies what they are, so they can walk. They have no pain. They have no feet. Nothing.
So your idea,
they have nothing. They're pretty much immortal. Zombies are immortal.
Is to create a real life
a Walking
zombie.
Dead. Yes.
Good luck with that.
What do you think?
No.
I mean,
Sam, look. Coincidence? I think not. The amount of time that this episode is 2021, 20 minutes and 20 seconds. The year is 2021. 2021. Coincidence? I think not. What?
All coming together.
Yes, it is. It's crazy.
That couldn't work, could it?
What?
What I'm saying? If the heart thought they cut
No,
out,
it couldn't.
and they just kept
No.
that one part of the brain alive.
No, probably not. I like your imagination, but I hate to burst your bubble, but I don't think that would really work.
I'm not saying it was. I was just pointing out. But thank you. It's cool. It's pretty crazy though. Think about that.
Bro, this podcast is getting deep.
Yeah. Well,
Deep.
it's not a bad thing, is it? It's crazy.
This is the time when really my brain is functioning, when I can really let my flow talk.
And
you
we
know,
are
it's
not.
like-
We are not asking. What should we? Okay, you continue.
Like it's 1 a.m. in the morning.
What-
That's when my brain
what-
is like, oh my god, it's so crazy.
Yeah, one flat. It's just it.
Oh damn, it's 1 a.m.
It's crazy, man. Jesus.
I mean, are we all juiced up? Do we have more? Do we?
I said that. I completely do. I mean, I could go probably for an hour, but I assume you do not want to do that.
No.
That's crazy. That if zombies could be prototyped, which they can, but
It's a possibility, but I just
yeah,
don't think so.
I guess everything's a possibility. There could be
Well, of
floating
course,
cars in our
of course.
future. I mean, we'll
Bro,
be
I
back
love. Speaking of flying cars, I was looking back to like Back to the Future 2 or 3 or something, and they thought in 2015 or whatever it was, they have flying cars. No, they're not very. No, we don't have flying cars yet, and it's been 6 years.
I'm scared. If this podcast isn't safe,
All our best work will be gone.
cross your fingers. Only, not both. One. AKA the first one. On the left. Do it. Hold it up. Okay. Wow. Oh.
I'm getting a little bit tired. I mean, kind of, but like not kind of, but like.
Yeah.
Are your fingers still crossed?
No. I mean, that is pretty basic. And it's...
Cross your fingers. Do you do it like this or like this?
I guess you could do both. I don't know. That's crazy. Our whole universe, our galaxy, all of the crazy things that are there. If it all stopped, if it all came to an end, what nothing would be? Would it be nothing? Nothing can't be nothing because nothing is something. And something is something. And something is nothing. So
Exactly. That's my point. Our brains
they
are physically incapable
of comprehending.
of comprehending the concept of nothing. We use it in our everyday, like, oh, there's nothing in that glass, but there's air in that glass. There's nitrogen in that glass, or whatever the heck's in it. It's crazy.
I suppose nothing could be. There's no air molecules. There's nothing there.
There's virtually nothing. No molecules, no solid objects, no
atoms.
matter. No matter, no atoms, no molecules, no nothing. No protons, no electrons, no neutrons. It's just nothing. You see, that's my point right there.
And we don't know how that would fall.
I swear, if this thing does not save, we just have to.
I can't
hope.
comprehend. I can't comprehend it.
The concept of nothingness, or if this podcast doesn't save.
Yeah, I mean, I guess both, but really that. Would it be a black void? That's what we think of.
That's what we usually think of nothingness. When someone says, "What do you think of nothingness?" They say, "Oh, like a black void or a white void, or probably like a black or white or gray generic color, and there's nothing. It goes on endless." But like usually when people think of a void, like a void of nothing, but
and that's impossible. We started from something. There's never once been nothing.
Before time, there was nothing. You see, this
How
is
did we
so
start?
confusing to us.
Sure, the freaking Big Bang, if you believe in that. Wait, that's
What do you mean, if you believe in that?
for the religious people? No offense. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna go. All right, I'm gonna go on a limb here if I offend you. Sorry. For all the people that think Christ created the world and like made up the whole Big Bang, which they're wrong. The Big Bang happens. I'm just saying, for people that believe Christ made up, what like that. People believe in that, Jackson. People believe that Christ made it. They don't believe in the Big Bang. Sorry, it's dumb.
You think I don't know that?
Then why were you saying come on, you should have heard
What do you
that.
mean?
You were like,
I believe in the Big Bang Theory. I think it's true. I believe in. The Big Bang Theory is a bit of a long shot at the beginning, but I think it could work. I believe in evolution. I don't just think.
Yeah, I know, but some people do.
I'm sorry if we offend you, but.
And I have two quotes.
You seem to have very, very much really, really hated the idea that there's this God who's just like world.
My opinion, it's stories. It's passed down. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God. But I put it as this way. Now, I'm not sure. Hold on, I'm an atheist. Give me a minute. Let me say this. I'm not trying to offend anyone, and I'm not like saying I'm better than anyone. I'm not any worse. I'm just gonna say that I feel like in mind, people that are religious or believe in God or anything that are not atheists or something like that, they are living and I'm not trying to be offensive here. It's better, I guess, to say that how you're living. You're living
Don't say a very biased opinion you're saying.
You're living a wonderful lie, and atheists are living a terrible truth. I'm not saying that
Stop.
Jackson,
That's such a biased
hold
opinion.
up. I'm not saying that I'm right or you're right. I'm saying
What's this video get copyrighted?
It's better at what you believe. It's sad what I believe. And what I'm saying is, it's great that you believe that. And I'm not saying it's a lie. I'm just saying and by lie and truth, I don't mean that I'm right, you're wrong. I'm meaning you think this and that's better, and I'm thinking, oh, when I die, I'm dead. That's it. That's the terrible truth. That's what I think. Your wonderful lie is that you're great for you, and not lie or truth. That's the way it came out. It's more of a metaphor.
What if the show The Good Place is correct? What if there is a good place, a bad place, a medium place?
I've asked you this a lot of times, and you probably are not ready to answer. Any thoughts on God or whatever, Jesus? Yeah, give me a scope. Don't say I'm an atheist. I believe in God. I don't. Just give me a little bit of a scope. You must have a few thoughts.
Well, real quick, Sam, you are Jewish, but you are also an atheist.
Yeah, my religion is Jew. But I am an atheist. I don't believe in God or anything.
You are Jewish, but you are.
Yeah, I think when you die, you're in your grave. Bam, you're dead. So.
Bam.
What do you think?
I think there could possibly be an afterlife, a good place, a bad place.
I've been thinking about
Just
it.
maybe.
Yeah,
but I'm not exactly sure.
I've been thinking about it lately.
You see, You see, I do believe that all of this science and evolution stuff is correct. I think it's good ideas. I think it's actually how the world started. But I mean, it's not like, oh, God doesn't exist. It's just a myth. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I mean, there's still, how do I put this? What am I trying to say?
It's fine. We have all day.
It's quite a interesting and complicated topic, but I wouldn't consider myself an atheist or a quote unquote believer, let's say.
Well, there's Isaac told us about something that was and I don't remember what, but you're open to both. Is what you're saying. Anyway, so yeah, and what I'm saying back to the Big Bang Theory is, I have a question for you, Jackson. For the Big Bang Theory, how do we start from nothing? Something happens in the Big Bang Theory.
Well, you see, if we started from nothing, it's a confusing topic, because when did time start? Was there even a starting time? There had to be, right? It
time
kind of just started from
it's okay.
nothing.
It's currently 1:08, 1:09.
What I mean,
1:09 a.m. That's wrong. It's not 1:09. It can't be. How do people know? Oh, this is where time starts. They didn't. They estimated gas on the sun or something. I'm sure time started before. It's not 1:09. It's a lie. It could be a few days in the future, a few days in the past, maybe weeks, maybe years.
Well, according to our current calendar, that's what you mean by future past. But you see, did time ever start? Did it just start from the beginning of time? But then there is a beginning of time. We don't know if we started from nothing. How did suddenly something be created? Which means there must have been something reacting, and somehow something was created. It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
It's a long shot, but it just doesn't make sense.
And it all. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's a good point to wrap it up. Alright, if you enjoyed, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. I'm going to end with 2 quotes. You may have heard me say before, and I think I cut off. No offense, it was your turn to speak. I actually cut you off, so
it's fine.
It's your right there. But I'm going to end with 2 quotes that are pretty deep, so I'm going to leave you guys on a deep quote. These are both from the Joker, the guy from my Marvel universe. I think these are from the 2019 movie, which is very much more deep. So yeah, it's good. They're good. Okay. What was the ones? I gotta think of a second, but this is the first. We stopped checking for monsters under our bed when we realized they were inside us. Okay, if you enjoyed, subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. And these are the 2. We stopped checking for monsters under our bed when we realized they were inside us. Number 1. Number 2. People laugh at me because I'm different. And I laugh at people because they're all the same. Bye-bye.